have another hand for Joe. Never a loss for words with Joe.
Never.
Finally, now it's time to hear from John's greatest creation in life, his son Jonathan.
Let's give it up again for Mr. Joe Mondak. He's like if Robin Williams and Don Rickles had a love child, and the love child grew up to be Rain Man. What a great turnout tonight. I know you're all getting a free meal, and there's an open bar, but you really didn't have anything better going on? For those that don't know me, I'm John's son, Jonathan. Not only do we share a name, we also share some lower chronic back pain, which is good, because recently I was told by a man in the gym that I look like a young Joaquin Phoenix. Meanwhile, he looks like an old Italian Elton John. Elton Jumbo. But you know, that's weird. It's weird because we both tend to get hit on by gay men a lot. And I mean, it makes sense for me, young Joaquin, but not so much for Liberace over here. It's very flattering, and I admire their courage as a straight man, but when it happens as frequently as it does, you start to take it as a reputation. Speaking of looks, growing up I had a friend with a cousin that lived out of state. The first time his cousin saw my father, he pulls me to the side and says, "Your father is WWE superstar Dwayne The Rock Johnson?" Which was wild, because even in his prime, it's not like my father could jump. 30 years I've known the man, and not once have I seen him leave the ground. The Rock. Nowadays, he's looking more like the Boulder. Those of you that are close to my father know that he has a real way with words. Every year, Merriam-Webster's dictionary adds 50 new words. I'm just waiting for the year they add his famous phrases, tuba tit and dildo stain. Now, I don't know if you guys know this fun fact, but Leonardo da Vinci could write 2 languages with each hand at the same time. My father, on the other hand, could curse out 2 different drivers with each hand while driving a van to win a Penn State football game. You tell me what's more impressive. And you know, I remember being in the car with my friends on those trips. They would be in the back seat and have this 1,000-yard blank stare on their faces. The kind of look you would really only see from grizzled Vietnam veterans. And for me, it was just another Saturday. John always seems to know someone everywhere he goes. He's like the mayor of Dunmore, but without the financial backing of Louis de Naples. I mean, we've even been in New York City, and he's run into someone he knows. Lots of times, it's great. Sometimes, though, it can get a little awkward. Prime example, we were at a drag show at the banquet hall of the Days Inn in Dixon City, and all the drag queens knew him by name. They kept handing his money back to him. They said, "Stop it, stop it, we don't take money from friends." My father's the type of person that loves a great deal. Do you guys know what a 19-year-old sorority girl and my father have in common? That's right. They both wear spandex leggings to Penn State football games. The girls buy theirs from Victoria's Secret, but John's secret is that his come from the women's section at Walmart. Now, you guys might find that funny.
I'm on a budget.
You guys might find that funny, but god damn it, they accentuate his curves well. And at Walmart's everyday great low prices, how could you fault the man? If you look up "it's free, it's for me" in the dictionary, you you see a picture of my dad smiling next to a sale sign. And that doesn't stop at those delicious pigs in a blanket samples he gladly indulges in at Sam's Club. It could be anything. One time we went to a Yankees game. Me, Joe and Matt Mondak, and my father. Before we get to the seats, my dad saw a sign that said, "Free prostate exams." In a split second, Joe and my father abandoned two 12-year-olds in the Bronx and practically dart asshole first towards the examination area. Afterwards, though, they were kind of quiet, and they kept wincing when they sat down. I heard my father muttering, "That guy in the alleyway really wasn't gentle." The alleyway? What do you mean the alleyway? I'm going to end my time here with one last fact, and it's probably the least known fact about my father, is that he moonlighted as the body double for Iranian General Qasem Soleimani until his assassination in 2020. For those that don't know who that is, it's basically Iranian Robert De Niro from Meet the Parents, but he actually had those weapons of mass destruction Bush was lying to us about. The good news is, though, with Qasem flying high, my father's finally allowed in airplanes again. And to that, Dad, I say, Assalamu alaikum. Plus, now you don't have to worry about TSA or that guy at the Yankee Stadium giving you any more cavity searches. All joking aside, though, my father's a great man. He's hardworking, principled, and loyal. He's the type of man that would give you the shirt off his back. Throughout the years, he's held many titles for me. He was my coach, mentor, and he's also one of my best friends. But above all else, he's the greatest dad a kid could ask for. When I turn 60, if I'm even half the man that he is, then I'll consider my life to be a success. Cheers to 60 awesome years.